I love you. The words I've been waiting to hear my entire life. I've never had a boyfriend. I mean, on my bucket list of life, food and travel are on the top of the list. I mean, I would rather explore new restaurants and countries than deep dive into a romantic relationship and ocean of vulnerability. But like many things in life, it happened when I least expected it. So my stomach and bucket list had led me to Bangkok earlier this year. This was in March, right before coronavirus was spreading around the world. And, this was before quarantine and circuit breaker were even in our vocabulary. So I had gone with two girlfriends, Stephanie and Leslie. Stephanie is my Singaporean creative guru who's a writer and director. And Leslie, too, she's also creative. She's a British producer. And together we share this love of dry humor, trashy TV, and raunchy content. So we booked a trip to Bangkok, but mostly for business. We were working on a soon to be Netflix hit. Netflix doesn't know yet, but with some pleasure mixed in. We were working all week long preparing for this important meeting with a producer where we were going to pitch our story. And we figured we deserved a break and we wanted to let off some steam. We were in Bangkok after all. I mean, we'd seen The Hangover 2. You hear about the stories of like bachelor and bachelorette parties gone wild. And so you could be sure it was on my bucket list to see a ping pong show. So we started getting ready for a night out. It's like any other night out for ladies, you start out debating which outfit to wear, dancing to 90s throwback songs. I'm asking my friends, what you gonna do with all that junk inside that trunk? And so once we were dancing and making sure everyone was getting equally drunk, and if you were not, we would quickly hand you a shot of clear, dangerous liquid. Doesn't matter what it is, drink it. So we were ready to go. We finally settled on black and white matching outfits and hailed our Grab chariot. Just before we had arrived to our location, I remembered, guys, we have this meeting at 8 a.m. with the producer. Let's be home by midnight, yes? Agreed. Okay, let's have fun! So we step out onto the street of Soi Cowboy. It's Bangkok's red light district, famous for entertainment, great drink deals, and athletics. I mean, as you can see, when we got there, it was practically empty except for the people working there. I guess people were taking coronavirus seriously. Thanks to Google and travel blogs, I'd picked out our first bar, Deja Vu. And then we came across this hard to miss neon sign. And as we entered, I pulled back the velvet curtain and stepped into a judgment-free zone. The exotic dancers are nimble and effortless in their performances and costume changes. One woman is dressed as a bottomless schoolgirl, expertly dropping a ping pong ball from her pelvic region straight into a plastic cup. Is that sanitary? Anyway, this is what I signed up for. I felt like a kid in adult Disney World, rebelling against everything my mother has raised me to be. She wanted me to be this goody two-shoes who would never date and then all of a sudden, one day, miraculously find a husband and get married. Oh, and stay a virgin before marriage. So if she knew I was here, drinking, hollering, and dancing my ass off, well, that's what makes it exciting. As long as we were paying cash and buying tequila shots, they loved us and we could stay as long as we wanted. We got an equal payment back of dancing, laughing, and having fun. The only time that we faced rejection was at the ATM for suspicious transactions. After we made the rounds, we went to other bars and we realized, you know what? Deja Vu was the place to be. So we went back and the dancers welcomed us like the international arrivals terminal at Changi. I mean, they were so happy to see us. And one dancer, I remember, I had admired her dance move. She instantly pulled me into the bar to start dancing again. I was so impressed by how flexible she was, the rhythm that she had, all packed into no more than 100 pounds. So we started this intimate dance and it made me nervous, excited, definitely confused. The tequila was starting to hit and the hormones are raging. I checked my phone and oh my God, it's midnight. I look around the room to find my friends. Stephanie is in a corner booth, her face beaming like a kid opening up their birthday gift. And then over to the right, I see Leslie, her face plunging into behind a woman's bum. Okay, now that I know my friends seem to be doing fine, more than fine, what's another 30 minutes, right? So I direct my attention back to this dancer and we continue to bond and synchronize our dancing. And I'm still very confused, very much enjoying it, but you know, with a history of only liking men. So it was, I didn't know, was it the tequila? Was it the dance moves? Was it a suppressed love that I was holding back? I looked at my phone again and now it was 3 a.m. I mean, how does that happen? I gathered my things to get ready to leave and the dancer grabbed me and said, one more shot, one more tequila. There were too many one mores that we were way past our deadline and we were not gonna fuck up this meeting the next morning. So I rounded up my friends and I said, guys, it is time to go. We've had our fun. Let's settle the bill and leave. Just as we were heading out of the bar, the dancer came back to me. She gave me a hug, and being American, there's no hug I won't reciprocate. I go in for the hug, and as I pull away, she grabs my face and leans in for a kiss. Mind you, this is just as COVID-19 is becoming a global pandemic. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was warmed by the gesture, but at the same time, was I about to kiss a dancer? I mean, where have her lips been? What about her clients? Before I could decide, she pulled me in and planted a big wet one on my lips and said, I love you.